Therapy with Gen X. My name is Jennifer Masad. I am your hostess and I am your beauty therapist. With me today, I have one of my most favorite people on the planet, Dr. Laura Precourt. And she's here to tell us about her amazing clinic to help heal us from the inside out. Remember I talk about good skin starts from within? Well, she's about to change your life. Laura, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Hi, I have a business. It's called Reclaim Health in Plano, Texas, and I founded that business based on the life and experience that I had growing up and getting really, really sick and being sick for 28 years, loving my sugar diet, and all the prescription drugs that was prescribed to me for all kinds of ailments and just made me so healthy. Not. Okay, So I started off my business. I am a doctor of chiropractic, and so I started my practice. It's called Chiropractic Solutions. But then I soon realized that I didn't do any traditional chiropractic, and that I reclaimed my own health and was able to get off of all of those medications and change my diet, change my lifestyle, and I experienced a completely different kind of life. And so I decided it was time to change my practice to Reclaim Health. Basically creating wellness for life. So what I do is functional medicine, and a lot of people don't know what functional medicine is.
Yeah, we get that question a lot.
So basically it's using lifestyle and homeopathic, herbal, or whole food nutrition, literally farm to bottle, y'all, to restore function in the organs and glands of the body. So when you come to see me, I'm not gonna, I care about your symptoms. I know that you're having symptoms, but I'm never gonna focus on your symptoms ever, because they're the last thing to show up long after the dis-ease has been going on, and they're the first thing to go away long before you're actually restored and repaired.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I know. So when you come in, I'm gonna look at you like a plant. So if you saw a plant that was wilting, what are the first three things? What are you gonna do for that plant?
I would check if it needs water.
Yes, water, okay. What else?
How good is the soil?
Yep.
And is it getting enough light?
There you go. You know what? You don't even go to school for that. Did you go to school for that?
I mean, I went to culinary school, but we didn't talk about plants in culinary school.
No, you didn't. Well, but what I'm saying is you naturally just told me what everything that a plant would be missing that it needs.
That's true.
Okay, so we need water. We need to have the right kind of water. We're 95% water when we're born. We're 50% water when we're old, because we shrivel, because we're dehydrated. True. And as we get older, for some weird reason, we always mistake hunger for thirst. Like, we're really thirsty, but we eat instead. So we're not getting enough water, and then are we even absorbing our water? But that's my job, not yours. The soil would be the food, you know, your gut soil, let's just think of it that way. And then sunlight. I mean, everybody's scared to death of the sun. I saw your video with Michelle Roughton talking about vitamin D, and the thing is about the sun is the longer, if you quit wearing sunglasses and sunscreen, then you would get a connection from the brain to the body, to the cells, to actually protect you from sun damage. So we keep covering our eyes because they told us to. And we're blocking that, so we burn faster. So it's the coolest thing. We can talk about that another time.
I'm so excited, yes, because I have a video on sunscreen and I'm not the biggest fan of it.
We'll talk about that. So if you give the plant everything that it's missing that it needs, and it still looks sick, what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna take my plant to Callaway's. I'm gonna seek help.
You're gonna seek help? Okay, because most people tell me they're gonna throw it away and get a new one.
That's true.
But I just want you to take your brain one step further and say, what's interfering with the plant that it doesn't need? Like, maybe there's a bug in the soil, parasites. Maybe there's a mold or a fungus, or maybe your neighbor's pouring motor oil next to your garden. So we have to look at all the things that we're putting in on our skin, okay, in our bodies, even the thoughts that we think. Are they negative? Are they positive?
Yeah.
And then if you can't eat it, it shouldn't go on your skin. Jennifer?
Well, we do talk about that, right? No, we really do. Like, she's part of, like, why you guys always say why I have such good skin. Well, half the stuff I talk about is being surrounded by people like my tribe of Dr. Laura, her husband that does the Myers cocktails,
yes,
and Michelle, because I mean, I don't drink water the same way after meeting you. And to be perfectly honest, I was referred to Dr. Laura when my daddy first got sick with Alzheimer's, and I had already learned things as a pastry chef, but they don't teach us We had one class of nutrition in culinary school, by the way.
Really?
And nutrition was not actually taught at all. I didn't understand food until...
It's more than medical doctor.
I know. Oh my God,
So
you're
you're
right.
your honorary doctor.
Well, thank you, ma'am. We had so much fun together. But it never occurred to me that until I met you what dis-ease meant.
Yeah.
And so half the stuff that I recommend to all of my clients as far as like, you know, my video on apple cider vinegar or rose water, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I'm her makeup artist. She cannot wear anything that I have on right now.
Exactly.
And so that's fun because we've learned about clean products together. And the neat thing about Dr. Laura is, especially if you're like a bride or any human on the planet, she helps you the way I help you. So I'm your beauty therapist.
So even though you're going to put all this beauty on your face that you
Right.
probably shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be.
At least you know now to call Robert to get a Myers cocktail
Yes.
or a vitamin C injection or something to help fight the free radicals that you're
Yes.
causing from
all
the
this.
toxins and the poisons that you're putting on your skin. But so that's what I do in my office. I teach people how to reclaim their health, wean themselves with their doctor. Obviously, because I'm not a medical doctor, I can't tell you what you do with your medications. But basically what we would do is if you were on prescription medicines, we'd get you so healthy that we would eliminate the need for them. And that's what's so exciting.
Yes, you did that from my mother. My daddy was too sick at the time, but God bless him and I still have my book from 15 years ago or 12 years ago, I'm sorry. And I still do that cranberry drink. We're going to tell you all about that stuff too. Laura has so many offerings at her office also. These are things that I recommend for my brides too. So she's coming back. If you have any questions, y'all, remember functional medicine and Western medicine can marry themselves. You just offer a solution that is beyond symptom
Based, yes.
And so anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun and she's a hoot, man. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much for coming, Dr. Laura.
You're welcome.
Okay, before you go,
What?
I always like a little bit of wisdom from the people that I love in my life, and you are extremely wise and you're a smart ass. So please give us some healthy, whole well-being wisdom that only Dr. Laura could say before we go. If you got something.
What you say matters and what you think matters. So if you are not speaking positively about yourself or your life, your cells hear that and they don't function as well. So that's be the first thing I would recommend.
And I'm going to say one thing about
Stop saying
her.
I'm ugly, I'm fat.
Yes.
Stop saying all those things because it totally prevents your ability to heal. Or I'm sick. Or I have colitis. Like, don't claim any of that.
Yeah, she's getting me on that one.
Yeah, because then your cells hear that and then you'll always have colitis. So
It's so true.
There you go. That was my words of wisdom for the day.
I love it. I'm going to say one more thing about you.
What?
The one thing I hear is when people start to go down the road of, I did get diagnosed with colitis, so I had to learn as a chef either to eat right, and that's when I found you also, right? And you were the first person to teach me that it's not a nutritional deficiency, it's a spiritual one. And that's what she does. Mm-hmm. Because this is so not about the food, to me. It's past
food's
the
a part of it.
I mean, food's a part of it,
Yeah.
but I mean, what you
The
treat
first thing
is
we have
she
to
can
do-
like see right through you.
Well,
That's all I'll
first-
say.
First thing we have to do is to get you to stop saying my colitis because it's not
Right,
yours.
right.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about more about that, what she's coaching me on, and you'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Remember, be you, be true, and love what you do. You are the greatest weapon of influence to change today's world. Yes. Remember, if you know who you are never subject to what someone tells you they think you are. Mm-hmm. I'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.